The Content pane displays the main work area of the user interface. It may display home pages, lists, forms, dashboards, reports, business maps, or other pages in the system. This video covers form toolbar options and form elements. Click an item to go directly to that topic, or continue watching to cover all topics. Forms allow you to view, create, and modify a specific record in a data table, such as an incident. Let's take a closer look at an incident form, starting with the Form toolbar options. Manage Attachments allows you to manage the attachments to a form. Here we choose a file to attach, or we can drag and drop a file into the header from our local file manager or from the desktop, like we've done here. To delete an attachment, access Manage Attachments, select the attachments to delete, and click Remove. You can also rename an attachment here. The activity stream displays all activity associated with a record. Clicking the Show Activity Stream icon scrolls the page to the beginning of the stream. Personalize Form allows you to display or hide form fields via the checkboxes or the Hide Field icons. When we hide the Business Service field by clicking the Hide Field icon, for example, the Business Service checkmark also disappears. Fields you cannot hide have a light gray checkbox in the Personalize Form menu. Note that only the fields that the form is configured to display are available. Click the icon again to save your changes and close the menu. To restore the default form view, click the Personalize icon and click Reset. You must reset the form to enable fields that you previously hid. Note that administrators can make system-wide configuration changes to a form using the Form Layout or Form Design menu, which is covered in the Form Layout and Design video in this series. When you choose to follow a record, you are added to the activity stream conversation in Connect and will be notified of any new comments or work notes. Notice that we received a notification for Connect here. When we click on the icon to toggle open the Connect sidebar, we can access the conversation, which opens in the Connect mini window. If you no longer want to follow a record, click Unfollow like we've done here. Update saves any changes you've made to the record, and Delete removes the record. Now let's look at some basic form elements. We'll use the incident form for our examples. Short description is an example of a string field, which allows users to enter free text. True/false is a Boolean field type that appears as a checkbox. For example, the Knowledge checkbox allows you to select whether or not a draft knowledge article is created when the incident is closed. A choice field, like Category, provides a drop-down list of predefined choices that can be configured by administrators. Each choice is defined with a label, which appears in the choice list, and a value, which is used by the platform. To edit the choices, we right-click the field label to access Configure Choices. You can add options from the available list to the selected list, rearrange the order of selected items, or even add a new item to the list. In this case, we could add a new item or add Request to the selected choices. We add Request and move it to the top of the list so that it displays as the first choice in the list on the form. Reference fields, like the Caller field, provide a text field to enter or select a related record from another table. The Lookup icon allows users to search and select a related record. The Reference icon allows users to preview or open the related record. When we use a search field to locate a record, we must select a valid record. In our example, the system can't find this user and the field turns pink to indicate an error. Let's try using the Lookup icon. When we use the Lookup icon, we can either use the search field or scroll through the list to view the available values directly. And here's the user we're looking for. We can point to the Reference icon to display additional information about the record in the Reference field, or click the icon to open the record. List fields, like the Watch List field, allow you to choose multiple items from a reference table. This field functions similarly to a related list where one record may have multiple related records. Here we add a user to the watch list, and we add our logged in user as well with the Add Me option. Now let's look at composite objects in forms. Formatters are complex elements that can display items related to the current record. For example, the attached knowledge formatter displays related KB articles and gives you the ability to quickly add them to the comments field. As another example, the activity formatter displays all activity related to the record. The activity filter allows you to hide and display fields. For example, here we filter out additional comments fields. You can configure which fields appear in the activity formatter filter. You must have the Personalize form role to configure form fields. Here we add Watch List to the selected list so that we can choose to display any changes to the watch list in the activity formatter. Now, when we access the activity filter again, we can select Watch List and any applicable watch list activity now displays. Comments and work notes are both journal-style fields, which allow you to provide notes on a record viewable by different users. Comments are visible by all users, whereas work notes are viewable only by the IT team and administrators. Now let's discuss related lists. Many forms contain one or more related lists of items that display records in another table and that have a relationship with the current record. Related lists contain information from other tables, such as approvals or tasks related to a change request. The easiest way to work with related lists is to personalize your user interface to use tabbed forms. To do this, access System Settings via the Settings icon here, select Forms, and toggle the Tabbed Forms option to On. Now we can navigate between the related lists by clicking the List tabs. This concludes our video. For more information, please consult our product documentation, knowledge base, or podcast, or ask a question in the ServiceNow community.